Back here, a former teaching assistant sues the University of Nebraska, Omaha, the Board of Regents, and 2 educators.
Well, the complaint in federal court alleges that the university violated her civil and constitutional rights during repeated acts of racism, harassment, and bullying.
KTV News Watch 7 Sarah Feely talked with her attorney tonight and reached out to the university. Sarah.
Denisha Seals started as a teaching assistant in 2020 and made it just 4 weeks before her attorney says she was forced to withdraw from the program. He lays out her claims and what he hopes the lawsuit changes.
Her physician told her that she was killing herself by continually to subject herself to this type of hostile environment.
So after 1 month as a teaching assistant in the English department at the University of Nebraska, Omaha, Denisha Seals withdrew, though her attorney says she was essentially discharged by a hostile environment.
She's a really talented writer, but unfortunately, over the course of 4 weeks, she experienced extreme harassment, bullying, and racism while she was trying to obtain her degree.
The lawsuit filed in federal court says Seals was a teaching assistant getting her master's degree at UNO, working under supervision of a professor. The suit alleges that teacher made several racist remarks to Seals.
There's at least 7 incidences that are detailed pretty specifically about what happened.
One instance alleges a female professor or Seals' supervisor told her to wear looser fitting clothing, saying, quote, even a regular cotton t-shirt with no bust line showing would be inappropriate. She stated that as a black woman, she needs to be aware that black women have been historically sexualized by white men, and that this would not be an issue for her if she followed the traditional dress code. Another instance alleges a fellow teaching assistant and another professor at the university informed Seals there was a bet going on to see, quote, how long she would last in the program because of how racist it was, end quote. The suit alleges Seals' supervising professor often told Seals she was making white students uncomfortable by addressing white privilege. Seals says racism and discrimination within the English department are well known.
A couple other students and other faculty really told her that she should stay in the program and continue to suffer to try and make a statement and to try and, essentially make things better for future students.
Seals says the bullying caused her to lose 15 pounds and triggered her PTSD from a childhood trauma.
Ultimately, my client had to withdraw from the program at the advice of her physician.
Her attorney says the university chancellor apologized in an email to Seals. Then the university cut communication.
Justice is going to be getting this out in the open and having an honest and frank conversation with admin that things need to change.
The University of Nebraska Omaha responded with this statement Wednesday evening, quote, UNO's committed to providing a learning, teaching, and working environment that's free from discrimination, harassment, and retaliation. With respect to Ms. Seals' case, the university strongly disagrees with the allegations in the complaint. UNO successfully defended this matter before the Nebraska Equal Opportunity Commission and intends to vigorously defend this lawsuit.
Seals is seeking emotional and monetary damages. The lawsuit does not specify the amount of money. She also wants all staffers in UNO's English department to take mandatory anti-racist training. Back to you.